Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Farthest Frontier. Glad you're still sticking around, and we're looking at the barns right now where, well, 4 more livestock animals were born. That's actually 2 more than what I anticipated, and that means that we are now capped. I think we already slaughtered 1 now automatically because the other one is gone, it seems, right? So we also don't have any cattle in stock, and with that we have now officially gone full capacity with the barns. Now I'm going to keep them like that for a couple of years most likely, and we just slaughter any additional animal that gets out here, and we can then, well, basically make use of the meat and also the tallow. As we can see here, the birth rate is at 2 per year, and we have both of them now reached the maximum capacity. I'm really happy with how this went, right? Also fertility increases in the area where the barns are basically working, and this is just looking crazy. These are the forests here that we are growing with one of my work camps. It's not looking beautiful, to be honest, but it's hopefully getting the job done, getting me a lot of logs. Where is my jolly good work camp? There it is, the forester camp, adding, yeah, as we can see, working in this area, and the people are just doing it. We might actually need to change, though, the ratio here, so that I would like to say chop down 2 logs and then plant 1 tree, because it's looking like it's getting a bit overboard here with all of that. Let's move it a bit further over so we get the full range in, and then please get to chopping down those jolly trees. Now, a new trader has arrived, and I think he has some soap in stock for us for a very low price, and we are a bit low on soap right now. I would like to purchase just a few of it, so that we get our soap satisfaction up again a bit. It's a bit low right now, and I don't want that. We could also sell some clothes now again, since we have the surplus, but the price is not great. And with that, I would rather not do anything else here. I've also noticed that candles is a bit low, so we might need to check up on that. That we produce a few more candles. This is my soap maker. 4 of them we have. Do they miss anything? Yes, they most likely miss tallow at this point, right? So we're not getting a lot of that in anymore. So it's very important that we start slaughtering some cows, because they give off a lot of tallow that we can use then in the process of making soap. Pottery we have a lot. The cloth is also going off. We have some shoes there still. Yeah, and the shoe happiness is fine, even though it's a bit low. And glasses is also rather low. Another trader. Herbs he would have. He would purchase a stone. He would purchase honey. Let's go ahead and do this. We have lots of honey in stock, thanks to having lots of apiaries now. And I might also sell some beer. No, price is not good on it. The rest is fine. Tallow, there it is. A lot of it for only 2 per piece. So let's also go ahead and purchase us some tallow so that we can produce more soap out of that. I really don't like to purchase things, honestly, but in some cases we just have to if I don't have enough of a certain good. Now, one way of getting additional tallow in, of course, is also upgrading my hunters. This will give me additional item recipes. They will be able to also use traps more efficiently, and traps basically give you an infinite amount of animals there as well, in addition to deer. So let's go ahead and upgrade one of these. It's pretty expensive though when I'm looking at that. This hunter has its range where exactly? Up here it should be, right? Yep, it's here, but I don't see any deer in this area anymore. There's deer here, close to my barracks, but that's about it, right? There's nothing out here. This one's being used by, I think, I would like to upgrade one more hunter there. It's this one, alright, there's the deer. Could we make this a bit more efficient? There would be lots of traps possible here and deer. And then we also upgrade that hunter as well for more production. Especially the tallow is my most thing right now, because meat we have plenty of anyway. Alright, my city itself is actually, yeah, flooded with garbage. We are building that compost yard over here at the moment. It's still taking a bit of time. It will probably not be enough though, right? So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to build another compost yard, and we're building this a bit further outside here in this area, right? So it doesn't affect my people that much. By the fields mostly, right? So here, as we can see, this should be fine, and I was not intending to build anything else here in this region anyway. And we're going to make a double gate then here available for that, just for that compost yard here, really. It does not need protection, as no one really attacks it, right? It just needs to get an access here to my city. So to this whole district I would like to work on that as well. Yeah, it's definitely escalated there a bit. The rat catchers are also not doing the best of jobs. I can still see a lot of rodent symbols, even though we have enough rat catchers at this point. That is working. And then we had another one up here that is working for this area. I might also try to get the most out of these guys here. So we have that, right? And then I can just get this whole area. And then we have one more rat catcher over here with this area. Let's just hope that we get rid of all of this. Garbage is the main problem right now. Next up, yeah, we are at the housing limit there too. I will need to check this up. And here we have now the honey that we can sell for 400 coin. Thank you very much. He will purchase some pottery. So let's go ahead and, yeah, sell some 80. That's great. That's it though, right? Clothing I definitely don't want to sell. And of these here, we have plenty of ourselves, so no problem really. About my armory, by the way, we had a lot of shields. We still have them, right? But we can continue with the hauberks. Since I do have some iron, it just requires a lot really. But let's just enable this building again. And let's just produce some hauberks, because the defense they give off is really powerful for me. I'm also, yeah, really waiting for that upgrade here. We need gold. We should have plenty of gold though in my trade center. So let's get this one to my main storage. And now finally I can upgrade my foundry. We need to push out more iron ingots, and I would like to do this just here. That's going to be a beautiful building. And we could also get the blacksmith forge up. I would really like to push more weapons, right? So it's a very costly upgrade, but it's one that we can afford. Let's just upgrade one first and then go for the next one. It's not going to be... There's not going to be that much of a penalty here. So let's sell this for 1,100. Thank you very much. That was a good price. And yeah, we can transfer this right away to the town storage and be happy with what we have sold this year. Now, about my candles, we're constantly low on them. Let's assign 2 more people to this. We now have enough laborers again, right? And we do have the raw materials, that is the wax and the firewood. I think also in this area, we haven't really used any apiaries yet. And we should do this, right? Close to the fields, it's the best. So this one has almost 80%. So let's have one here by those fields. We can have one over here. 80%, there it is. I think I can actually have several of them here. And yes, some of you have also been pointing it out. The farmers, if they have nothing to do, will then gather the wax from these fields and get it to my storage when they have nothing to do. Also here, the ornaments are working fine for it. And then we probably could get us another one up here in this corner. Getting us some 75% out of that. I would like to use this, of course, as well. Builder-wise, there's 8 builders. Not a lot of construction going on, though. And for the housing limit, what we can do is I can enable the upgrade, and I will do this. There you go. This will consume a lot of logs and especially planks, but we have plenty of that. So no problem, and continue with the upgrade, please. In the meantime, very important as well, this up here is now fully running, right? We could get a lot of people out of this one, and it has infinite ore. I like that. I like that a lot. Here we still have 7,000 coal, so this is also going to last us for quite some time. I'm a bit low on laborers again. Most of them are building right now, but I would still like to continue with something else. This one here, by the way, is running out now. The 18 ore. Yeah, let's just let it run out, right? And then I'm going to destroy this. And the surplus, the 8 here, will then go over here to my deep iron mine right away, so that we have the maximum for this. Now, also, I flattened the terrain just fine to the sand deposit. And with that, we can then build the deep sand mine that is required for, well, all the sand that we have. We do have some sand in stock right now, but it's very far away and the transportation times are long. And this is just so much closer. Also very good for my cars. So let's go ahead and try to squeeze this in here just fine. There you go. And build us a road somehow. This should work according to the game. There you go. It's steep, but a strong ox will do the job just fine. You can also just roll it down, I guess. And this will, of course, be a perfect supply for my city with sand forever. Speaking about my oxen carts, we have another one now built, the wagon shop. One is already doing it, driving the wagon. we don't have enough workforce for the next one. I would still like to also push for another wagon driver, right? As we really do need them for my whole infrastructure. And we could have it, yeah, right here, for example, on this hill beside my barracks. Just fine. And this will then drive the wagons also to my mines especially and connect that industry with the city. And so it also happened, this mine is out of ore. We can just delete it now and get a lot of workforce with that back. I think they will do just automatically then go for one of the other mines that we have. So once this has been destructed. Lots of lots of expensive constructions going on right now. So this is all going to take a while, yet we have finished the next big one, the smeltery. There it is. And this is going to produce me a lot more iron ingots now. And we, of course, do need that. 6 people are working on that. We have slots for 2 more available. And yeah, let's reduce the amount of builders there to 15. This should give me some laborers back. And I would just like to open these up as well. So there is now two more people then working in here. As long as we have all the required materials. That is. Yeah, we are accumulating still too much waste. It's a big problem right now. Another big problem is that as long as this one here is still deconstructed, people are still working there, kind of like. So would someone please deconstruct that? We have a lot of builders at the moment. This actually takes priority. We're also out of logs almost again, but we are also using a lot of logs right now, so it's of course understandable. And there it comes out. Perfect. And this opens up a lot of laborers. Creeping out of their holes. And they can then just go now, for example, to this one here. Let's assign 4 more people to the deep iron mine. And also, some of them should have now. Yep, perfect. Go into the smeltery. Beautiful buildings here once again. There's a lot of ore coming out here. And also a lot of upgrades are being finished right now. More houses, more housing spots, and also more tax income coming out of that. There's also a hunter that would be working here. There's nothing here. So he's still a bit stuck there in the old days. Let's just try and find us something. Unfortunately, I think we have ran out of a deer deposit over there. There is one huge one, but it's far away. We would need to move that hunter a bit further over into this area. And of course, let's do this. Over here, it's a bit closer than to that very big deer deposit. And we'll then also upgrade it to make perfect use of all the traps. Water is fine. Grain is actually going down a bit. That's because we are having a lot of windmills now producing flour. And once again, they also produce it right into bread then. Having 1,000 bread in stock. Yeah, the waste problem still persists. But we haven't finished another compost yard yet. I'm still having 2 under construction. Construction is not as fast as I would like it to, even though we have a lot of builders. Where are they? We don't have really... I mean, upgrades, of course, we have a lot of them right now. There's another one being finished now. In winter, 7 more children have grown up. That's great. More laborers for us. I would like to upgrade my mine with that right away. So we can assign some 4 more people to that deep iron mine. So there's really a lot of people now working in here. 16 in total. Producing us the iron that we need. And as we can see, it's also quite busy. Some take the more direct routes. Delivering the resources to my city back. He, for example, delivers a lot of coal back to the village. 4 livestock animals were born once more, so we have a bit of an overpopulation there now. And they should then be slaughtered automatically, I think. Like the number of animals being slaughtered. We could go ahead here now and make 2 of them. And as we can see, it's a bit of tallow, a bit of meat. that we can get out of that. I think we might still need to consider building another barn, because that is a ridiculous low amount of yields from those big cows that we have. Next up, yeah, we can sell lots of flour here. I would like to do this for 900. And then we could also sell some clothes, but I think he does not have the required money anymore. So let's sell that. And that's fine. Now logs, we are actually full on tallow. We have cows I don't need. A few shoes perhaps. Or perhaps also not. Lots of cheese he would purchase, but for a very low price. I'm not doing that. And selling wise, also doesn't really sell me anything that I need. So in that case, that's it already. For the trading. There's no other trader coming in. The waste. Finally, they have cleared this area and are now working on the compost yard. This one's still under construction. There's only 3 builders. For some reasons, they don't assign themselves to the building. They need to build, right? At least this one has been moved. That's great. And I think, yep, also this has been upgraded. So it's also now using animal traps here to get small carcasses and boar carcasses out to produce a bit more of all of that. I would love to assign a second hunter to each of these. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Alright, only a few more planks are missing here. And we're being raided by 100 raiders coming out from the mines. Look at that, from the mountains really. Let's ring the bells. The bells of justice, and there's the raiders coming. Oh, I think they're gathering once more for a demand, right? Yes, they want 2,000 gold, and once again, I'm just going to keep them waiting there again for a full year. I mean, they have time, it seems. It's not a big deal to me. We can let them wait. Either we pay them, or 100 soldiers. It's 2 of these battering rams, but I think we could still crush them. Well, we'll just see. They would go to the barracks again that are now upgraded. I could and will upgrade my next lookout tower here most likely. There you go. And with that, this area should just work for itself there as well. And then they cannot even touch my gold deposits and stuff like that. We'll just see, we'll just see. Alright, compost yards. This is coming along. This is also now coming along. Very good. Do we see this here? Yes, 12 builders assigned. Getting all those resources over. By the way, we're swimming in logs at the moment too. I love that. And still don't have any hauberks in. Also no swords, even though we produce a lot of it. That means we're still consuming a lot of these. And then people would like to join. Let's take them in. And there's also another compost yard finally being finished. And the other one should also be coming along now. To get rid of all that garbage here. Now, as we can see, I should probably increase desirability now for some of those people. As we're getting a bit low. This area is looking really great. It's not perfect, but it's great. And I would keep it like that for now. Most of them have been upgraded, what I can see. These guys here, these probably need a few more percentages. This one, for example. We could probably add another decoration here. Park we already had. So it might be a shrine. As a shrine is just very cheap, really. And we could have that shrine, somewhere here. We cannot touch this. Oh, this is already affected by a shrine. This would affect it, and this would actually raise its desirability by quite a bit. It would push the other one as well. So let's build us a smaller garden trail here. And perhaps also a smaller bush then. Yeah, by another 1%. And then also this one has the 65 that we require. This whole area is at 60. It doesn't have a shrine or anything like that, right? So the other shrine would be over here. And shrines are just very powerful. So I might move one of these buildings to build me a shrine in here. So that one looks right to me. Let's move this building. Perhaps we need to flatten the terrain here a bit further. I would like to do this, yeah. To this area. And then also this area. So that we can squeeze in a few more houses. beside the park especially. And having flattened this, we can now use at least 2 houses in each row here as well. Something that I would definitely like to do. It's... oh, wait a second. Is it close to one of the markets? And it's not, of course, so I shouldn't build that many here. I would like to keep them close to these markets now. And I probably will need to build another district soon. Yeah, as we're getting a bit full on that. And we still need this area for some decorations. Now this has also been finished, the deep sand mine, producing now sand for us. And with that, we don't need this over here anymore, right? So let's get rid of it entirely. And together with that shelter here too, getting some of those resources back. I don't see any reason why we should keep it when we have now a deep iron mine here with lots of slots still available. Alright, let's go ahead with the shrine, just in this block really. Something that we could also then upgrade. And let's have a bit of a garden trail in front of it. Together with... yeah. A bit of over here so that I can still squeeze in a nice tree right here. Also, the second compost yard has been finished. So we have 4 now. And as we can see, he's starting now to collect. And there is no more waste problems over here. The rat problem persists. I think we have covered the whole city now. It's also time to reactivate my Cooper. It's been a while, really. And let's assign 3 people to that right away. We have enough iron ingots at this time, so we have a surplus production. And with that, hopefully... it is still a surplus production, but we need, of course, the barrels here for all the storages that we have, the cellars, because they're losing these barrels here again over time, and right now none of them have it, and we definitely want to reduce the spoilage further once more. By the way, can I upgrade this Cooper? No, I cannot upgrade the Cooper at all, so probably need to build a second one at some point. Now, situation here is that we have a lot of laborers available, which is great. So there's a lot of logistics being finished, and also a lot of jobs can be refilled automatically. On the other hand, not enough builders. Garden trail finished. This one here definitely requires some more builders, please. It's taking some time. Year 38, hooray. Who would have thought we can live this long? By the way, the next hunter is finished, so let's upgrade it as well right away. We need that meat and the tallow. And yeah, upgrading. Let's continue with that. There is another house that can be upgraded. We need some more housing. For additional desirability, let's also add another pub here by the lake down here. That is going to affect the whole southern district. We could also have it over there. Or I think this is actually the best spot for it. However, I would like to have a big statue here at some point. So I think we're going to have it here. And I don't need to have high quality housing close to my fields anyway. Or up here. Will also be a good spot. Alright, let's actually add it here. It makes a bit more sense. A bit more central and affects way more buildings. And of course I want to upgrade all of them. What's so hard about getting some stone and some gold over here? Where's the builder responsible for this mess? It seems like they're taking forever, even though we have everything in stock and enough workforce too. More villagers have been born. I have a feeling whenever I have some slots available there again, housing, villagers get born right away to fill it. Predators are attacking. That's up here. That's a wolf. You should be able to take care of it. Oh, that is unfortunate. We were not able to take care of it. That was my forager dying there. But of course someone else takes the job right away. Still, strange wolves should not be that strong, I think. Doesn't matter to me now. Trader. And some pottery there again. We have a really good production of this, really. So every year we can sell some of it if there is a trader coming in. Selling wise, we don't need anything really. Alright, these constructions need to be finished, the shrine needs to be finished, and the raid, of course, needs to be finished. And then we continue onwards here. Stay tuned.